Alright, hey guys, so today I purchased a new gaming mouse. This is the Logitech Daedalus Apex G303, and I thought it'd be fun to do a little product review on it. The reason why I got a new gaming mouse is because my last mouse, which was a Anker 8000 DPI mouse, unfortunately the scroll wheel stopped working. It came with this very strange, like gel-like material scroll wheel, and unfortunately I've been having a lot of issues and there's no fix for it, so I needed to get an upgrade. So why did I go with this mouse? The main reason is it's small, lightweight, doesn't have too many added features. It looks very simple and very clean, and that's what I was really aiming for. It also has a very high-end sensor. It goes up to 12,000 DPI, so very high-end, probably one of the highest end mouse sensors there are, or the little laser at the bottom of the mouse. Other than that, it's designed for performance enthusiasts, advanced optical sensor with exclusive Delta Zero technology, lighting that can be customized, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The buttons can be customized. There are 2 buttons on the side, 1 extra button on top, and that's pretty much it. There's also lighting on the back, which can be changed, and there's a bunch of different effects, which I'll show you in a second. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and just show off the mouse. I already have it plugged in just for convenience purposes. And another reason I should probably show you just right now is I have 3 monitors. The monitor in the middle is a 1440p display, and there's a monitor over there. So I have a lot of screen real estate. So I need a mouse with high sensitivity while still being very accurate at all times, because I do a lot of multitasking and I play a lot of video games. So here's the mouse. We'll just go ahead and show you different angles of it. Let's go ahead and get some lighting. Bear with me here. I know this isn't a professional review. I'm just a average consumer. So here it is. Very simple looking, very long braided cable, as you can see. Kind of matches my keyboard right now. My keyboard lights up as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very nice little design, kind of interesting design. If I show you the bottom, it's like a hexagon shape, which is very different. There's 4 mouse feet, 2 on the side, and 1 at the top, and 1 at the bottom. It's very smooth, going back and forth across this very cheap mouse pad. Very smooth, very comfortable, surprisingly comfortable in the hand. Let me just go ahead and change the angle so you can see it a little bit better. So I have more of a palm grip, so I would hold it like this, and I don't like moving my wrists too much, so I have a high DPI setting. But it's very comfortable to use, and so far, after about like 10 minutes of using it, it's very comfortable, and I don't see any problems with the way it's designed or any comfort issues. Some people may have like a claw grip, which is like this. I see no issues with this either. I could certainly see myself using a claw grip for shooters, but normally I just have a palm grip where I just lay my fingers flat across the mouse. Alright, so I'm talking a little bit too fast. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. What else? The mouse clicks are fantastic. Let me see if I can get a little bit better lighting. I know it's a little bit hard to see. There's, I should probably show you that there is 2 buttons on the side right there, 1 on top, and that's about it. So the mouse clicks. Let's see if I don't know how to show this accurately. The mouse clicks are very fast, like extremely fast, very accurate. Like the moment you click, it'll bounce right back up extremely quickly. So great for shooters, very fast, not very loud, which is definitely a good sign. So you can click extremely fast, no issues, and that is definitely good for any mouse. Other than that, the scroll wheel has like a little rubber material on it. You're not going to be scrolling too far or too little. I can kind of show you. Let me see. My camera keeps losing focus. I'm sorry about that. But as you can tell, if you watch my finger here, like it like clicks into place every 1 little dial. So I don't see myself over scrolling or under scrolling, and it feels nice. It's like a little rubber like smooth material that has a grip to it. So you're not going to lose grip. You're going to have very precise control. And this mouse is certainly meant for performance. And that's what it's advertised as. It's meant for FPS games mostly, but pretty much all video games, this mouse is going to be good. It's a good gaming mouse. So let's go ahead and switch over to the software so I can show you guys what you can expect from the software. All right, so this is the Logitech gaming software. Nothing too fancy about it. There's onboard memory, or you can save your profiles to your computer. So what this means is you can actually save your settings onto the mouse itself. There's a little memory storage inside the mouse. So that's kind of cool if you're planning on using this mouse on other computers. So here is the main settings, the main focus. As you can see here, there are 3 different profiles. You can have many different DPI sensitivity levels. I think it goes beyond 5, 4, 5. Oh, just 5. Okay, so you can have up to 5 DPI levels, and as you can see on the left-hand side, the little button on top is actually the Dpi Cycling button. So if you wanted to change between various sensitivity levels in a game or between different applications, you can quickly do that just by a click of the mouse. So say you want very low DPI in a shooter, but you want very high DPI in something like an MMO, you can quickly just change between the 2 profiles very easily just by a click of the mouse. Currently I have it set to 2400 DPI, which is what I found to be the most comfortable. It's actually very high in many standards. I think most people prefer using DPI lower than 1500, but I like a higher DPI setting. Of course, this sensor is very high grade, so you can go all the way up to 12,000 DPI, which is extremely fast. I'm not even going to set it to that just because it's ridiculously fast. I would only suggest that for people using 4K displays, possibly multiple 4K displays or very wide monitors. But other than that, it's very high, and it's obviously not something I would use at all. So, and then there's also polling rate, which it's just good to have it set to the highest you possibly can. So the next setting is the color profiles. I'm gonna actually have to show you this on camera. So let me go ahead and just get my phone out. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me just get it to there we go. So you should be able to see my mouse and the software at the same time now. So there's lighting effects. I can change it to color cycle, and what color cycle does is it cycles through all of the various colors, and I can change the brightness. So if I lower the brightness, it will lower or dim the vibrance of the lighting. But I'll just keep it all the way up at max because it looks the best that way. I should probably turn off the light just so you can have a better idea of what to expect. You can also change the rate, which is pretty cool. You can make it scroll through all the colors very quickly, which makes for a very interesting effect. Kind of cool to show off to friends. Just a little sort of neat little feature there. There's also a breathing effect. So the breathing effect just makes it kind of go from like dark to bright and then back to dark and then to bright again, like a breathing motion. You can actually change the rate of that as well, just a flash in and out, which is kind of interesting. You can also slow it down if you like. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at off. I like the just blue effect because it matches my keyboard over here. So I think I'm just going to stick with that, which is nice. There's also a variety of different colors to choose from, and you can also change the brightness and darkness and the contrast of the colors. So there is a ton of colors to choose from, which is cool. It'll match any setup you can imagine. Very, very interesting. And there's also the ability to turn off the lighting for the logo if you want the logo turned off, or if you want the sides turned off, you can turn off the sides and just have the logo. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but the option is there. Also, one cool feature is there's a lighting sleep timer. So if you have your computer turned on, like at night or when you're AFK, you can have the lighting turn off after a certain amount of time. Then when you come back and move the mouse, the lighting will come back on, which is very neat. Very interesting feature that they decided to add there. And this gaming software, I mean, this surface tuning I heard it's pretty bad. I actually tried messing with it earlier. It doesn't really seem to do anything whatsoever, so I'm just going to keep it at factory default. I see no reason why you'd want to change this, but apparently it's supposed to tune your mouse sensor accuracy to the mouse pad, which is interesting, but obviously not very accurate in my opinion. And then the last setting, I believe this is a macro key editor, although I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really dived in this. Key press heat map, key duration heat map, shows which keys you press the most. I think this analyzes what keys you press. I don't know, interesting. I have no idea what this is. This is apparently a heat map that shows what buttons you click the most, although I'm not really sure on that, so I'm just gonna skip back to the main page. So that's pretty much it. That's my little review, product review of the Logitech Daedalus Apex G303 gaming mouse. I like it. It's small, very lightweight, great for shooters, great for any applications. The downsides, there's no like rest for your ring finger or pinky finger on the side. As you can see, it's a very simple looking mouse. Nothing fancy about it besides the lighting, but I think it looks very nice. What else is there to say? Yeah, I don't really see any other downsides to this mouse other than it being, there's not as many buttons as you would expect from a gaming mouse normally, or some gaming mouses have a lot of buttons all over the place and a lot of like rests for your fingers. This one is very simple, but it's very comfortable at the same time. I actually quite like this design. Surprisingly comfortable, even though there's not any grooves for your fingers. There is a little like indentation for your thumb and a little rest for your ring finger right there, but not really anything special. It's more like a generic mouse with a very high tech sensor, which makes for some very smooth scrolling, and that's about all you need from a gaming mouse in my opinion. What else? I saw in someone else's video that they did a little line test, so I guess I can show you guys a line test before I go. I don't really know what this determines. I guess just how easy it is to draw a line, like a straight line. Although personally, I think this is more to do with my my hand. I don't think my hand is very smooth, like whatsoever. But I think it does the job quite well. It can draw some pretty nice lines, and I'm drawing like an upward motion just because that's the way my wrist is positioned, and I think my DPI is a little bit too high to be doing this, but I think you can draw some pretty smooth lines. As you can see, there's not any like jittery or any jittery motions. It's very smooth. That one was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to help anybody in determining if the mouse is good or not, but maybe someone who has more knowledge on mice might see that this mouse sucks. I don't know. Not something that I'm too familiar with. But other than that, that's about it, guys. I'm just rambling. But thanks for watching, guys. This is just a quick review of the Logitech G303 Daedalus Apex, a very nice mouse, which I purchased for $30. But I think you guys can probably get it for 40 or 50. If you can find it for 30, I highly recommend picking it up because it's a great mouse for the price, and comfort-wise, it's amazing. It's lightweight, great for games, great for everything. It's probably going to last a very long time. I don't see any issues with this mouse. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day.